Discrimination in any form is still discrimination. As quoted from the Declaration of Independence, we hold these truths to be self evident that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I live my life to the fullest and enjoy all that I have with the woman I love the most. This is my life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. Yet I am being denied my pursuit of happiness. I am being denied the right, as an American citizen and a human being, to be fully dedicated and committed to the woman I love the most. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the right for gays and lesbians to marry legally in all states and experience the joy of a life of marriage. My goal is not to change your morals or values on life or religion or beliefs in marriage, but to open your ignorant and closed minds to the equality that this country bases its existence on. You may not approve of a gay or lesbian lifestyle. Nobody's asking you to. You don't have to live it, don't have to be a part of it. But each citizen of the United States deserves the unconditional joy of experiencing marriage, and not to mention that it's not yours or the law's right to decide who marries who. That is left to the two individuals in love who wish to make that commitment. Commitment to another person is based on the strong bonds of love and trust that they have with each other. Marriage is a journey that a couple takes, not a man and a woman, but a couple, a partnership. Activists and groups against gay marriage state that gays and lesbians, if married, will ruin the sacred bonds of marriage because it's not acceptable by their God. It is not their God's will. The bonds of marriage have never been so weak. With the high divorce rates nowadays, one could say the sacred bond has already been burned and ruined. How would myself, a female, ruin the bonds of marriage by committing my life, love, and devotion to another female? If I am happy, if she is happy and I make her happy, and we live a joyous and healthy life together, grow old and die together, how am I hurting you? How am I hurting your marriage? How am I hurting the opportunity for others to marry? I'm not, plain and simple. I'm not. This country is made up of so many different people, so many different races, religions, cultures. It is so diverse, and that is a blessing in disguise. Each individual is here in this country now to experience the power of equality that the United States offers. Saying that gay marriage is against God's will is prejudice towards all those people's different religions. With there being so many of those religions, how can one speak for another? It may be against your God's will, but it may not be against my God's will. The laws and courts have made decisions that have made it quite clear that equality under the law extends to the people of all races, all religions, and all place of origins. Now those decisions are being altered based on sexual orientation. Where's the reasoning behind this? Plain and simple, it's continued discrimination against decent, hard-working members of our society. Period. I have served my country in the armed forces, and I currently serve the community as a law enforcement officer. I have put my life on the line several times in my lifetime, my short lifetime of 24 years, and yet I am denied the simple pleasure of marrying the woman that I love. That is discrimination. Whether you say it with hate, biased, if you say it with a Bible in your hand, or just because you don't approve, it's still discrimination. Abraham Lincoln squashed this problem years ago, yet this country decides to sink back to the darkest hours of its history with discrimination. The very idea of marriage is recognized as equals in our society. Any statute short of that is inferior, unjust, and unconstitutional. There are many states that have legalized gay marriage and same sex marriage. For instance, California for a short time did. Currently, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Iowa, Vermont, Maine, and most recently New Hampshire and DC have all made it legal for same sex marriage. Just because a group of people don't approve of something doesn't mean that it should be illegal. Today I have spoke of my own feelings towards gay marriage as hopes to try to open the ignorant and closed minds to a right that has been denied to the homosexual community for so long. This country's Declaration of Independence even states that we the people are equal and have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. So many religions in this country, there are so many religions in this country that you cannot deem it against God's will. Just because it is not accepting of all does not make it illegal. This world has changed since the beginning and will continue to change. Gay marriage has already become legal in 6 states and will grow to many more, whether everyone accepts it or not. This is a country of equality and freedom of choice. California did it, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Iowa, Vermont, Maine, New Hampshire, and DC. Many more will come. Don't take my right to be happily married away. I deserve it as much as you. I am a loyal and faithful woman whose heart just happens to beat for another woman. Who gave you the power to decide the laws of marriage over decent and hardworking citizens of this country? This is not a dictatorship. This is the United States of America. Once again, I'm quoting from the United States of America Declaration of Independence. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, and that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Thank you.